Hello, hello. Oh, I need my earpiece.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, I just finished our webinar for the bank code.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, it was amazing. I'll be sending out the link. That program is just so sensational. And Stephanie, who was running the webinar, she's there, one of their top salespeople. She's amazing. She's an opera singer.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, and she does this, like this bank code thing is so cool. It's really fun. It's really like on how to talk to people, and it's totally fabulous. Hello, Lorna and Rosetta. So, I have been running behind like crazy. I'm just going to, I wanted to go open up some stuff here. I'm just going to shrink this. Get ready for our meeting. Our bank code webinar ran a little bit longer than I thought, and there we go. I can use this here. Just opening up some files. My computer's being very slow. Hello, Miss Tammy. You guys can unmute yourself. We can all chat right now. There's only a few of us. I'm just trying to get everything open and ready. It's been a bit of a woo!
How was Vancouver? You've been all over.
Oh my God, I know. It's been crazy. I'm leaving tomorrow morning for Kimberly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're launching Kimberly tomorrow. So, I'm kind of foggy. Or did I drink too much beer?
You're foggy. You kind of are. It's like you've got a mist over you.
Yeah, it's like weird. Let me just make myself a little clearer. Oh, not quite sure what's happening there.
There you
We go. That's getting a bit better. Yeah, so we just had our webinar on the bank code, and it was actually really, really good. Stephanie is amazing. Oh, there's my program. I was waiting for it to load up. Now I'm just going, I just need to, I'm just, as we're talking here, I'm opening up a few files, a couple of files that I need that I would like us to go over. And then, like I said, our webinar ran late a little bit, so I'm a little behind. Almost there, though. I think I'm looking for a form in particular. Well, I'm not finding it. We'll go over it in a minute anyway. So let me come back here so I can see you fabulous people. So how's everyone?
Good.
As you all saw, we launched Vancouver, so that was pretty cool. My ride back home was horrendous. We almost ended up riding a horse home. That's all I'm going to say. It's like there was no way of getting home. It was crazy. We ended up taking the train to the bus to the ferry to Vancouver Island to fly to Calgary. That's the only way we could get home. So it was really crazy. So I'm not as organized as I usually am tonight, but I thought I would go ahead and have our meeting because there's one thing that's happening this month that's going to really change. And that is our MC documents and our PowerPoint presentation. So as you know, I've been preparing all of this for everyone. And last month, you guys started doing your own MC document, although you start from a template. So let me screen share here. All right. And oh, interesting. It's twirling and twirling. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. So this is everybody's going to get their MC document on your Google Drive. Now, actually, before I go any further, I should introduce. We have a couple of new directors. Let me stop this here. We have a couple of new directors. So Rosetta and Lorna, are you able to turn on your camera so we can see you? Or at least your microphone so we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened to my microphone, my camera.
If you go to the bottom left, there's a little camera and you can probably click on that.
Nope, doesn't work. It says it's working. It says I can stop the video, but it's not.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm working on the training and now it's not working, so I don't know.
Okay, well, not a problem. And there's Lorna. So Rosetta and Lorna are going to be taking over Medicine Hat. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the family. So I would like to start a meeting maybe with you guys telling me a little bit about yourselves, like just a 1-minute spiel on who you are, what you do, and so that we get to know you. So let's start with Rosetta.
My name is Rosetta, and I live here in Medicine Hat, and you worked 20 plus years in childcare, and now I do coaching and training, and sometimes still run day camp. Some of the families that know, like, and trust me keep bugging me to do that, and I just say really anything for a buck.
Now you're part of a speaking club, aren't you?
I'm been doing Toastmasters. I've been part of Toastmasters for 5 years. I love it. I hosted the conference last year here in Medicine Hat, and yeah, I'm area director. If you want something done, ask a busy person.
Very, very cool. So what excited you about Women Talk?
That it empowers other women. I think that I've always encouraged other women to stand up for themselves, find their own voice. I personally think every woman should work part-time out of the home so that they get, and I lived in a rural community where I know how depressing that was for me when I couldn't find work and feel like I was contributing. And that I just think it gets you out of the house and gets you bumping into other people, whether it's paid work or volunteer work. You need to get out and meet other women. You can't just stay in your little, especially women with young children. It can be a really lonely time. And in today's society, we don't get together like we used to.
Yeah, for sure. Excuse me. What about you, Lorna?
Well, I am a coach. I'm a caregiver strategist, speaker, workshop facilitator, and I am, what am I doing? I'm helping women really navigate throughout their life and help them with various life transitions. Have been focused the last 3 years on helping family caregivers in their time of caring for terminally or long-term illness in their family, and am just branching out right now in providing some services for helping midlife widows. And it's so new that I'm not sure that's exactly what terminology is going to be used. I'm testing it right now. But women who are likely in thinking about retirement in the next 10 to 15 years and have lost their husband and trying to sort all of those things out. And I'm also in Toastmasters. That's how Rosetta and I met. And I've done some awesome speaking things internationally. And so I kind of like to talk, and that's why I kind of like Women Talk, and Rosetta decided to drag me along with her. And what I use for most of my work is based on my certification in the Canfield methodology, which is based on Jack Canfield's The Success Principles, and the Passion Test are two of the tools that I use the most.
Very cool. Love it. Sorry, I'm just looking here. I have some of our directors are having a hard time logging on. So I'm just going to send them the link here. one more time.
And I'm going to finish eating my supper, so I'm going to take my video off.
Perfect. And I'm just looking for the link. Now that I'm on here, I can't see it. So let me go on Zoom here so that I can copy the link and message all of our ladies. You know what happened is I usually always use the same link, but then I populated monthly meeting for our directors meeting, and it created a different link. So it may be what part of the problem of what's going on. So I am just going on there now to copy it. I apologize for the mayhem.
Bridget, I had problems getting on. A few times I had to retry, but I have to shut down Zoom and come back in again.
Oh, okay. So
Them. I put something on the Facebook, but I just instructed them to restart Zoom again.
oh, wonderful. Thank you, Brenda. So I'm
I
going to...
just shared the link too.
You just shared it? Okay. And I'm going to, did you guys, oh, there we go. There it is. Okay. Thank you, ladies. That helps. All right. So you guys got it. I'm not even needed, really. Okay. So we have somebody else on board who's almost a director. 24 hours, less than 24 hours. She will be official. Robin, take yourself off the mute. And how excited are you?
Holy moly. I can't believe it's here. It feels like it's like it hasn't been that long of a wait, but I can't even believe it's here. It doesn't feel real. It's crazy. I'm so excited.
I know, and you're killing it. Like, you're getting quite a bit of attendance. And I just want to mention today, I posted on our directors group that you did something really cool today. Is you did a live Facebook giving away the tickets, the 2 free tickets that you get, and you had a little bit of a contest. So tell us how that went.
So, well, Facebook is, Facebook. We love Facebook. They really make it difficult for you to get visibility on business pages. Right? Unless you're paying for ads, which I did do. I boosted the ad for the event, but then I decided to do a love tag and share sort of a comment or a contest to draw some attention and to get some ladies tagging their other friends and get some exposure and get people seeing it and sharing out the post and whatnot. And so I posted it on Thursday morning. And I had kind of said, because I know Facebook over the weekend is usually just, it's like a desert zone for business. So I had said until Friday night was going to be the cutoff, and come Friday night, like nobody had seen this thing on Facebook yet. So I decided to extend it and push it through the weekend, and only really ended up with 2 ladies that actually followed the full directions. Like, there was a couple people that kind of did halfway or sort of part of it. But so anyway, so I ended up with 2 gals that did everything that they were meant to do. And so I thought, well, why not go live to do the drawing and give away the tickets, right? And hopefully get some more exposure there, because Facebook loves live. So that's what I did. And yeah, worked out.
So here's what I liked about this is that you went live on Facebook, and I think that we should all use that particular aspect of Facebook more, because it is the one that Facebook loves. This is the one that Facebook will show to everyone. So I think that if you feel so inclined, you should do a little bit of a live Facebook with your talkers coming up. I think that would be a really good thing for us to do moving forward. And, it doesn't need to be big and elaborate and planned, and, and pick your times, right? When you know that your followers are probably watching. So I find like morning seems to be good for me for some reason. And then in the early evening, of course, but, maybe ask your talkers to come on board, and always always use it to promote yourself at the same time. Hey, my name is Bridget and I am the founder of Women Talk, and you can find me at such and such. And today I have our talker for the month of March or whatever. So let's try that and see if it helps promoting our events and selling tickets. Diane from Vancouver did quite a bit of live Facebook, and I thought it was brilliant as well. So let's use that a little bit more. I love it. I think it's a good way to really get things out there without having to spend money.
Mm-hmm. Facebook loves lives, and they love the stories. So if you're utilizing both of those, you can be guaranteed Facebook's on your side in showing it to people. So
yeah, it's going to help for sure.
So Bridget, just clarification. So when you were introducing ourselves, we're going to be introducing ourselves as representatives of Women Talk, not our own personal businesses, correct?
Do both. Say you're the director of Women Talk Edmonton, also coach, whatever you're, of such and such company. Because the whole idea behind you guys being directors is you're not gonna make millions doing this. You're not even gonna make thousands of it. But it's what? Oh, damn. But here's the thing: you do this so that you can raise your profile, and it helps your business. And it helps you move forward in your career and make these amazing connections. And of course, support women and all that. But, that's a given. That's why we do it first. But let's put that aside, is you want to raise your profile. So use it. Do some live Facebook, do some video, interview people, do stuff. I mean, it's really cool. And Sue has a point here. She said, keep it short and sweet. And that's true, because if it gets too long, which sometimes I go there, people leave. But also remember, at the beginning of your Facebook Live, have some like blah, 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 blah time, because at the beginning, people need to see you and hop on. So it takes like a minute before people start hopping on to the conversation.
So, but my concern is so we just want to make sure that, because we're coming in as directors first, that's the emphasis, that we're not all of a sudden taking the emphasis away and intention of that video, right? Where it is going to be 3 minutes about our business, because we're not there to hunt business. No. We're just there to introduce. So we don't want to be hunters, but we want to be, introducing Women Talk more than we do our own businesses, but still bringing light to what we do, right? Correct?
Yeah. So, and it's just very short and sweet. Like, I'm the director of Women Talk, and I'm also the founder of Women Talk. So that sounded kind of weird, but you have something else.
Yeah. So I just
Women Talk.
Yeah. How I was just kind of meant to word it is that our emphasis, the longest part of the emphasis of our introduction, should be on Women Talk and not our own businesses. Correct?
Yeah, well, really, and it's just like we want to know who you are and which city you're in with Men Talk, but then it's about the person, the talker coming up. Like, we want to entice people to come. And I have one more launch, and then I'm going to take a break for a while. I need to catch up on a whole bunch of work. I need to shoot videos. We need to educate our talkers, because here's the thing. They get a picture, and then they get a title of what they're going to talk about. That's the first thing people see. And most people, the title of their talks don't entice people to want to come and see what they're talking about. Like, it's usually, a lot of them are they're not intriguing. So we got to start teaching our talkers, like, come up with an intriguing, like the girl in the gold bikini. It's like, what is that? Like, it's kind of catchy, and you want to find out more about that. So that kind of stuff. But until we get them trained, we can use the videos to entice people to want to come and learn more.
Yeah, I was going to actually bring that up during the meeting, Bridget, because I sat in the car just probably about an hour and a half ago talking to one of our next talkers, and I've talked to two more, and just trying to explain exactly what they should be talking about. And so the gal was incredibly confused. And I told her that we're having a director's meeting, and I would put that forth. And I think that would really help, because she's a lot of people are coming in, and they're in networking groups and business groups, And so they don't know, she didn't know where she should put her story. And I said, your story's about you and not about your business and not about coaching or educating, but it's about you. And so she said she'd really appreciate a video. I said, well, you're probably going to be the first one to see it. So, but what I did do, and I'll just finish this off real short and sweet, is I said to her, I went into our Edmonton Women Talk and picked some videos like from Heidi and Dixie Bennett and wherever I picked some videos to show her because she hasn't been to a Women Talk yet. So I'm kind of wondering too, that's my next question, is that before someone becomes a talker, should we put in there that they should attend one of the meetings? One of the things?
Well, I think I'm going to put it like it would be nice if you attended a meeting so you know what we're about. Like to just show up and be a speaker and not know, and that's not what, I don't know. Yeah, like we'll strongly suggest. And I'm going to shoot a video because I'm on a mission. You know, I find that people vomit so much information when they try to sell themselves, and it's like, you know, because that's what you get all day long. Like, tell me a cool story as to how you ended up there, you know? Like, you know, I talk about how I created Women Talk, and it came from me moving from Quebec and not speaking a word of English. And then I go on to, you know, the funky stories and stuff. And that's how I sell Women Talk. And that's what I want people to do more. Like a core, it's called a core story, like about you. And people love stories. So that's when I shoot the video, that's what I'm going to talk about. Like you can still bring people to you to find out more about you and your business, but don't come on our mic and just, you know, sell, because that's not what we're about. That's boring. People see it all day long everywhere in every networking company meeting. All right. So we are going to launch Kimberly Killarney. Kimberly tomorrow. I don't know where I'm showing up tomorrow. So we're going to Kimberly tomorrow. I do have a couple of people coming with me, so I won't get lost. Now we have, I am still recording some podcast. I would really like for you guys to book a podcast, right? And I'm going to copy the link in this chat box right now, and I want you to go and pick a time. I've expanded my times to record on Mondays and Fridays. So here's the link. If you click on this, it's going to take you to my calendar and book a time to do a podcast. We'll figure out your story, right? So you're going to start with a 5 to 8 minute story, and then we talk about your story or you, if you'd like to talk to me a bit more before the podcast. But I have, and I have it put together now. I have like all the music and the intros and all that. So now I'm going to put the podcast on top. So it's going to sound very professional. I want to have a dozen of them ready, and then we're going to launch it, and it's going to be on iTunes and a few different places and our website. And I think it would be really cool to have all of our directors on that. So if you so feel inclined, and even if you don't, book a podcast. Because I want people to find out about you. And all it is we use Zoom, exactly what we're doing now. And then what I do is I convert the audio part to an MP3, and then we upload that with some music and intro. And I know a professional radio announcer who does some voice work for our podcast. So it's going to sound really good. It actually does sound really good. Did I share the one that we finished? I think I did with you guys on our director's page, and I thought it sounds great. It's going to sound professional. So book it, baby. The other, just a bit back. So we launched Vancouver. It was great. Heather and Diane are professionals. They're amazing. I see that Heather's on the call. Heather is all about rules and organizing, and she is kick-ass good. So it was really cool to have her there, and everything was so organized.
Oh, shucks. Thank you.
Were you just on our bank, the webinar? I think you were on there. So yeah. I was just kind of giggling to myself with the blue, and I'm like, oh, there's Heather. That was so her. That was really cool.
Totally a blueprint.
Yeah, totally. And it's great. So think about that when you're picking your team to work with you, is bring people that are different than you, because it really, really helps. You know, if you're a red and you're like all, you know, woo, flash and fun and stuff, then bring the people that are all about organizing and the rules and all that, because then it works well together. Brenda is another one. What color are you, Brenda? Cauk? You're muted.
I am K, knowledge. I'm not, and my organization is actually the bottom of the.
Was it? And you're all about knowledge and learning and bringing, yeah. So you're able to help with all the audio and all that kind of stuff. You can find out how to make things work.
Right.
So it's kind of cool, right? Like we bring different people on our team, and it really helps. Okay, so I didn't have too much, as you know. I've had a crazy couple of weeks, stuck in a snowstorm and everything. But the one thing I wanted to talk about was the podcast, and then the membership as well. The other thing is, I want you guys, if you have any modalities, things that you do that you would like to coach people, book a webinar with me. Let's have you guys run a webinar. They're fun. I'm going to do a couple a month for our members. So book one. Come and teach people what you know and what it is that you do. So now I'm going to go back to screen share. And so one of the things that we're going to do is on your, and some of you have this already, as we come up to our next events in your city, you're going to see the PowerPoint being uploaded onto your Google file folder. The thing that we're going to do is these are all JPEGs. So as you see, like they're a full screen, there's no writing on them. The reason for that is I am a freak about having different fonts all over the place. It just makes me cringe. So I want everything. This is our brand. It must all look the same at all time. It's very important to me. I've had extremely positive feedback on our PowerPoint presentation. Now this gold and the purple, like people have really, really loved it. I just had Monique from Your Sacred Gifts, who does this with like some high level people, said that was the most beautiful she had ever seen. So it's really nice. So let's use it. So it's going to be uploaded onto your file folder in Google Drive. And what all you're going to have to do is you will have to maybe add who's going to be doing your motivational talk, and you just add the picture. Now the picture, I'm going to show you. So if you don't have this particular picture for who's doing the talk, you want to add somebody's picture. So I'm deleting the picture. So I'm going to insert, I'm just giving you a quick how to, I want it to look when you upload any picture on there. Let's insert it inside a circle. Oh gosh, I didn't have a, oh, it went to, let me get up here to, let me see if I have my pictures. Oh, anyway, just take this. I know that's like a silly picture, but so you would put the picture in here of the person so you can actually crop the picture. So it always works better if you make the picture square. So if it's not square, you can like bring it in and then click back up here on the top right, crop, and you see it's reshaped the picture. Then I'm just going to move this because you guys, you may not be able to see. So when you come up here, when you click on the picture and you go on format, you can actually insert it inside a frame. So we're always going to put it in the circle. And there you go. So you have your picture with a circle. It looks a little more professional. So whenever you need to insert a picture, always try to put it inside a circle. And then the font that I use is Sana Sans, which you guys won't have. So we're going to do Verdana Bold. So only use Verdana Bold when you type inside your PowerPoint. So we got the Verdana. Anyway, you know what I mean. So, and then same thing here. So that would be another slide where you would change things and put the picture of your volunteers if you have a picture. If you don't have a picture, just write their names. It's kind of nice to acknowledge whoever is volunteering that night. And as much as I try to do it, this is kind of a moving target. So that's why I'm creating these slides for you. And you can just insert whatever you need to insert. Now here I have the talker slide. Now most of them will have a PowerPoint themselves. If they don't, you can go on Facebook. When you go to the Facebook event, there's always a picture of your talker on there. So use that picture, insert it on here, put the circle around it and their names so that we just leave that up there when they're talking. And then the rest of them will all be, you don't have to do anything to any of them. Local charity of choice, you may need if you have, because some of you, it changes on and off. So insert the logo or the name if you don't have a logo. And the rest is pretty much all. The last one I will only talk about is at the end there, the next event. So what you want to do is, if you go to Facebook event, the banner will be on there. So you download the banner and insert it, and it should fit perfectly in here. So I'm going to do one. Let me just go. Sorry, it's kind of slow when you're shooting a video. Yeah, no, it's twirling. Anyway, oh, there we go. So let's say we go Kimberly. Now don't use the banner on the page. You want to use the banner from the event because it's a different size, and the banner from the event will fit on the slide perfectly. Sorry, it's very twirly. But I really want to do this so that, and I just realized I did not push record, so I'll have to shoot a video about this anyway. I'm going to shoot a video just about the slideshow so that you guys can refer to it.
It's recording, Bridget. It says recording.
Oh, okay, I did. See? Thank you. Perfect. I thought I forgot to push record, but yeah, you're right, it is. Okay. So then you go to your Facebook and, sorry, now I'm going to move this back up. And when you come up here, it will give you the option, and then you download the picture. And then you can just insert that in your PowerPoint presentation. Just, there's like my computer's not happy with me. Too many things going on. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint now. So then I'm going to go insert picture. And then I'm going to go to my downloads. And here's the picture I just downloaded from Facebook. And you see it fits perfectly in the slide. So, and this is so that people at the end there, so you're going to have that slide where we tell them who's speaking next week, and then we end with, you can buy your ticket for $17. So I'm going to shoot a video on how to do your slide. You don't have too much to do. Really, it's just if you have last minute having to add pictures and the banner for the following month. But I'm going to let you do this. And you're going to have it in your file folder, and you don't have to wait for me to do all this. You also all have, so I'm going to get out of here. So
Bridget, before you go out of there, you're out. Now, I see how the circle around the pictures is that a brand color? Should we be doing it gold or black?
Black.
Black? Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do black.
Okay.
And then we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So this is your new MC document. This is for Kimberly. And I mean, most of you, you can go in there and enter your information. Some people leave it blank, but it all depends how much you use your document when you're MCing. And what I've done is I've removed the slide number and actually named the slide. Because what was happening is every once in a while I would add a slide and then it would screw up all the numbers, and then I'd spend half an hour figure out slide number, and there's no need for that. Every once in a while you'll have a video in there. So what I'm going to do is I will add the video to your Google Drive. So I'm going to go to the Google Drive now. This is what I want. So this is all the cities. So each one of you have access to your own file folder. So when we click on the file folder, you have 2016, 2017, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a 2018 so that we don't have too many things all messed up. So we're going to really try to keep it clean. And then in the 2018, you'll have MC. And inside the MC, you'll have your document, your MC document, and your PowerPoint. And I'm going to be deleting all this extra stuff in there that you don't need monthly, trying to keep it really clean. So when you go to in your file folder, you'll have your MC document and the PowerPoint you're supposed to be using this month, and the video if there's a video inserted, and that's it. We'll try to delete everything else and keep it clean. So that's one of the biggest changes, is that we're going to have you guys doing, and I think it's better anyway because you're more prepared if you've put it together, and it's easier to MC anyway. Is that making sense to everyone? And that's all I'm going to do this month. I want you to apply for the podcast. Let me know if you want to be on the webinar, and we're going to start at your next Women Talk. You'll have your PowerPoint and your MC document in your file folder. I'm uploading it now as we're approaching our next events. So this is a short and sweet one tonight. So was there any other concerns or questions?
I have a quick question, Brett and Bridget. You're going to be in Kimberley, and it's the same night, Red Deer's tomorrow night. So good luck, have fun, all that good stuff. It's just the square thing. I wasn't there last month. Is there something to download for the square, and is Brenda bringing, or are we going to have one for every location?
So that is top of my list. That is the next thing I need to do. I have it almost figured out. You're all going to have your own login information. You won't have a square tomorrow night, unfortunately.
Okay.
So get people. Do they have a bank machine there, or?
No,
Or you know what? You can sign them up on the app. They would have, because they can use their credit card as they're signing up, right? So let's see if you can do that. And if not, they can pay next month. Like we can send them an invoice. How's that?
Sure. Yeah.
Like if it's really, like somebody will find a way to do it. But for next month, I will make sure. What I want to do is I want to have everybody will have their own little square and your own login account on our Square account. And then you don't need me there. You'll have everything you need to run the show without me.
Okay, sounds good.
The only thing that I have worked on, and I could not see it when I was looking quickly, is with the tickets. So I have created... I'm trying. Do you remember where it was, Sherry? That form that we created together?
Right off the top of my head, no. But give me a second and I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I found it.
Oh, good.
Okay, so I'm going to screen share. So there we go. Okay, so with the ticket sale at the event, it's getting a little bit confusing. So if you guys have any input, I would love it. And this is the last thing we have to go over tonight. So these cash payment at the door. So I'm developing systems now that we can do all of this without me being there physically. So how does that look like? Because we have a few different payments. We have our people that show up at the door. We have our people that pre-bought their tickets. We have people buying tickets for next month. And we also have our members now who get a $5 discount. They pay 15 instead of 20. So let's talk about the members. The members that get the discount, they get a code, and they can only get their discount if they buy the ticket online, period. Because otherwise it's going to get too complicated. So anybody that's a member that gets the discount, and I will keep posting that on our group and telling them, if you want the discount, you have to buy your ticket online prior to the night. Because we can't deal with another and then trying to find out if they're members or not. Like it would be too much added on work. So you must buy your ticket online if you're a member and you want your discount. Otherwise you're going to pay 25 at the door or 20. But they would have to pay 25 actually if they didn't buy their ticket. So what I want is you're each going to have this particular sheet in your file folder as well. I'm going to shrink it a bit. So you're going to be having this sheet. It's like an Excel sheet in your drive. And at the end of the night, you can enter the information so that we can keep track of everything and it's written down. So when somebody comes in at the door, first off, you want to write the date and which city we're in. And you can just like copy and like you just drag this for the night. Boom, it's done. So it's quick. Type the name of the person. And I mean, most of us get like 3 or 4 max that pay at the door. So it's not that big of a deal, but it is a little bit of a deal to keep track of everything. And then we want their email address so that we can add them. If they've already been at Women Talk and they already get emails from us, then don't worry about it. But if they're brand new, it would be nice to capture their email because that is how we're growing, is by having people's email. This is the golden rule. If you own a business, you must capture emails because anything on social media, we don't own. And then on here, you're going to write how many $25 tickets are they paying for, how many 20, how many 17, and then the number of the ticket they purchased, and if they purchased a book. And then if there's anything else they're buying, which there shouldn't be, but I put it in there just in case. Now this will actually calculate itself. So if they bought, you'll see on the over here, it's going to add the total on its own, or it should. Let's test this. So if there's $125 at the door, I entered it, and then you see the number increased.
So this is Bridget, this is not the form that and I'm just clarifying.
You can use that form at the door. It's just that it's a little bit small. It might be hard to see.
Okay.
So you can create your own, or you can use this one.
Oh yeah, because usually, I mean, I'm not at the door. Carolyn is, so yeah. So
you will get the information from Carolyn and then just enter it.
Now, will she be able to have access to this form, or is it better that I input it for just to keep it?
I will let volunteers. So I'm going to shoot a video on how to do this for our volunteers. Yeah. And when you have a regular volunteer at the door, we'll give them access to it.
Okay.
Because if she has her computer with her, she can actually do it during the event even.
Yeah.
Because it's like literally 5 minutes. But we can keep track of everything. And then, when you have it and you have access, you can actually print it. And then when they come back the following month, we can just put an X over the ticket when they come in.
That's a good idea. And so how do we, like right now I'm sitting with a couple of envelopes of money for you. So how do we get this money to you?
So what we're going to do now is at the end of your event, you're going to write a total. And then you're going to calculate it, write a total, and then you can just send me an e-transfer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then it'll be easier because otherwise if we start, because I mean, I'm going across the country, and then the US. So you're going to use this sheet, you're going to do a total and send an e-transfer, and it's done, out of the way, and we're clean and ready for next month.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop share here. So did that make sense to everyone? And like I said, I will shoot a video so we can review this, just that part. So my intent is to have little short videos about everything, and everything is on our YouTube account. So I don't know, I'm going to go on there now and show you and send you the link. But we do have a YouTube, and we actually have a, whatchamacallit, a channel. And the channel with, I'm just going to it. So this is my channel. And slow. And there's one, it's called tutorial, and we have some on there. On there is already how to set up your email. Oh, there we go. Playlist. That's the word I was looking for. So we have playlists on our channel, and one of the playlists is tutorial. Oh, there we go. So if you come here to tutorial, you'll see that we have, I'm going to pause this. So we have how to do Facebook event, how to set up your email, how to use Canva, how to create your MC document. So there's a few things on there. Some of them, like the MC document, has changed a bit, so I'll remove that. But you can go on there and subscribe to this, so that whenever a video, you should subscribe to our channel. Whenever I add a video, you get a notice, and then you can actually watch the video. So there will be a lot more videos going on there, and they're going to be very short and very, very precise to one topic. So that, because the thing about these director meeting is that they're very long, and we all chit chat about different things, and it's hard to get to information. So we'll clean that up and make them very short. Any other questions? Yes, Madame Tammy?
Is there a link that you want us to use to apply to do workshops?
No, just email me for that for now.
Okay.
And then we'll pick a date.
One last thing. I don't think I've met Jess. I keep looking at Jess, and I'm thinking, who are you? But you got a nice smile.
Oh, Jess is from Canmore.
Oh, hi, Jess.
Hi,
Gotta
Brenda.
get down
Hi.
there.
Tell
Gotcha.
us about you and what you're planning on doing.
Well, so as Bridget says, I am currently in Canmore, and I've been here for 8 years, and just joined Women Talk, I think back in October, and loving it, and we're just getting momentum. However, life sometimes takes you in different directions, and long story short, I'm about to move back to New Zealand after 18 years, partly because my dad's a bit unwell and time is ticking, and some other reasons too. And I want to take Women Talk with me, because I don't want to leave, and I'm certainly not ready to not be a part of it. So Bridget and I are going to talk about that more later this week. So yeah, I've met you, and I'm physically here for now, and my geolocation may change.
Well, we'll just have to come and visit you in New Zealand.
Yes.
That would suck.
Do that. I know, everybody's saying that. I think this is going to be a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that. I was meeting with Rihanna today again about, discussing Women Talk Africa, and now we're going to make this happen. And New Zealand is probably going to be in the near future if we can make it work. So we got some exciting things happening. But I am putting a stop to everything for a month at least, because I need to catch up on everything that needs to be done. So I am very open to suggestions. All these things that I'm developing, we are creating this. It's all in beta, big time. Like, as we're growing, we're just creating stuff so that it works for everyone. And I'm finding it a little bit difficult to be doing these events with me not being there. All the systems and everything that have to be developed. So if you guys have ideas or input, I would love to hear them. So this is all I have tonight. I'm going to go finish my PowerPoint for tomorrow night and send all of that to Robin so she can get like, woo, all really pumped up and getting up tomorrow morning and driving to Kimberley.
Sweet.
So we're going to do a live video probably at the beginning so that you guys come on board and watch, and that will be fun. And have a good evening in Red Deer. Sorry, I'm going to miss it. You guys are like really doing well lately. Red Deer has really, really picked up.
Yeah, we'll miss you, but like I say, have lots of fun. Kimberly's beautiful.
Yeah. And well, and you know, like again, Red Deer is doing so well. That's very cool. Like we were struggling there for a while, and it's really picked up.
Yeah, it's good.
And Tammy, Calgary has been doing amazing. Again, our last event was pretty incredible. Tell us about your speaker, the second one in particular.
Yes, Sue booked her. She was a mother of a child who choked himself to death doing that choking game that was online for a while, and it was extremely poignant. I can't imagine speaking about my child that way, but it was very educational. Everybody left there, and we all spoke to our kids when we got home.
Yeah, it was all this stuff we had no clue about.
Yeah.
Actually, and which takes me to a little side thing. Our members, so if you have a speaker, a talker that cancels, go to our membership first. They get priority to come and speak in your city. They pay to be part of this. They want to be a bigger part of Women Talk. They will be doing podcasts, webinar, and they're also going to be our first go-to when you need a speaker. So please keep that in mind.
Yeah, so Bridget, we had that's what happened with us, but the whole thing is that because due to the weather, she couldn't come up from Calgary. So didn't give that, if I had gone to another speaker, like a newer speaker, it wouldn't have given her time, and in all fairness, she wouldn't have been able to advertise with her banner and that. So how do we handle that? Like I went back into my pool of people that, actually there was a couple that needed a do-over.
So what I want you to do is go to the membership group and make a post. We need a speaker tomorrow night. Who can be here? Because sometimes people may be in Edmonton. They may be from Medicine Hat, but they're in Edmonton for the day. So you never know, right? So, and you know, give it as much time as you possibly can. Of course, you know, I mean, if it's quick notice like that, like you're in panic mode. So, you know, but most people you'll get a week or, you know, a few days. So you first post on the membership group to see if somebody can do it, and then if not, then go on to other. And I'm planning on because we have a huge, so we also have a talkers group which has like I have to add a few more people. We got to be close to 200. There's been probably over 200 women that have spoken at Women Talk. It's huge. So first the paid membership group, and then the talkers or your connections. But that's how we should work it.
Okay.
Any other questions? Perfect. Bada bing, bada boom. I didn't even have an agenda tonight. Nothing written down. We just winged it. Well, not really. I knew what I was going to talk about, but I didn't have time to write it down. Well, thank you for being here. And I'm really looking forward to launching Kimberley and then taking some catching up time to finish all the things that need to be done. But we are doing incredible. Our name, our brand is growing like crazy. People are starting to notice us. We're becoming very powerful, ladies. And it's amazing to watch it. So kudos to you for seeing the picture that I was painting, and together we're going to make this amazing.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Tomorrow.
We will. Watch us live from Kimberley.
There will be no shortage of fun.
Amazing. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
So,
Bye-bye.
Brenda Kwok, can you call me? Just check. I sent my phone number.
Who?
Brenda Kwok. Could you call me? I need to talk to somebody from the Red Deer team.
Okay, Brenda, you got that? Okay,
I do.
perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.